Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade and you're currently with me in Shades of Jade. So I thought I should start throwing in little bits and pieces about me just so you know who I am, and hopefully you can tell me something about you in the comments down below so that I know something about you too. So my thing for today is pumpkin soup, especially homemade, and podcasts, specifically the Unraveled series by ABC Network on the podcast app. So this is what today's look looks like. Again, I know it's bright and it's colourful, but I'm really loving all these wonderful and bright and colourful looks, and I'm just also super excited to keep using my 39B palette. Anyways, if you want to learn how I did this look, don't forget to stay tuned and I'll see you at the end. So first things first, I'm going to prime my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and to do that just use a flat eyeshadow brush. So now that the base is on, I'm just gonna pat it out and blend it in with the rest of my eye. So the palette I'm going to be using today, again, is the Morphe 35B palette. I'm going to go in with this like peachy orangey shade, and I'm going to pop that through the crease. Now I'm going to dip into the shade below it, which is a little bit more corally, and I'm going to start bringing that through the base of the crease. Now I'm going to dip into the bright orange and the first orangey colour and just run it through. And I'm mainly focusing on doing little circular motions. Next I'm going to be dipping into the red, and I'm not changing my brush at all. I'm staying with the same brush, and I'm going to pop that right into the crease. When we get to this edge here, I'm just kind of very lightly blurring it out and bringing it out. Now that we're at this point, I'm going to take a really big, clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to soften out these outer edges. So because I think I've just gone a touch too far, I'm just going to get the nude shade from the palette, and I'm just going to run it along these top edges to soften them down a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to switch out brushes to more of a pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into this more sort of plummy pink, and we're going to deepen out this outer corner. So see this, like, if you kind of like relax your eye, you've got this little V, you just want to press the colour into that little section there and bring it in about 1/3 of the way across your eyelid. So as you can see, I'm stamping this colour on. I'm really not doing too much to it. Now I'm going to blend it out with this brush that we've been using the entire look. And then I'm going to add more colour back in again. So I'm just going to keep pressing and blending until I've got my desired sort of, what's the word? Pigmentation. So I'll be right back. As soon as I've got the desired pigmentation, I'm just going to keep repeating those last two steps. So using a flat eyeshadow brush, this one is a little bit more squared, but whatever thin eyeliner brush you kind of can use. I'm going to dip into a navy blue shade, and I'm going to press it along the outer corner. So because it's mixing in a little bit with the pink there, we get this kind of like purpley shade. And then I'm kind of bringing the last little bit underneath my eyes. So using this pencil brush that we have been using the entire time, I'm just going to use whatever's left on it and just sort of blur out that colour. And just keep repeating that step again until you have your desired opaqueness. Right, so now what I'm going to do with the same flat brush is I'm going to go into the black, and I'm just going to very lightly deepen it. And so the way that I'm deepening it is I'm going to be pressing the black along my lash line. I'm just kind of pressing it in and then blending it out with that same pencil brush. Wonderful, so now we're relatively done with the top. We're just going to complete the lower lash line and then we'll come back up to the top. So to complete the lower lash line, we're just going to be using the same pencil brush and we're going to dip into the red. And I'm going to take that all along the entire lash line, stopping about 2/3 of the way in. Right, so now I'm going to dip into the bright orange and I'm going to take it more on this inner part here. Dipping back into the red and the pink and smoking it out a little bit more down over here. So now we're going to go back into that flat brush and go into the navy colour. And we're going to press it along this outer lash part here. So now we're going to go into the scarier part. I'm going to use MAC Paint Pot again, and I'm also going to use the flat brush, all from the very beginning. And I'm going to cut half my crease. So the easiest way I like to do it is just kind of draw a stripe down. And some people, if you've got like a wetter product, you can kind of like look down and then look back up. But because this is slightly drier, it's not going to do the same thing. So that is my cut crease. Now we're just going to get into another pencil brush and I'm going to dip into, we're going to dip into the white first. And I'm going to press it along this inner part here. Just to make it nice and bright. And then I'm going to dip into the bright yellow and I'm going to press it along this part out here. And it's not going to matter too much, it's just more so a base of what we're going to be putting on top. So I'm going to be using the Stila Diamond Dust. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press that over the entire eyelid. So that's the base to the rest of the glitter. Next we're going to be using this glitter from Essence. This is their loose glitter in 06 Golden Nuggets. And to stick that all down, I'm going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer. Right, I'm going to cheat the system a little bit and I'm just going to be using the flat brush that we have been using. And I'm going to pop that liberally on my brush and I'm going to press it over where the yellow area is. I'm going to get some of my glitter and I'm going to get some on my brush. Alright, and I'm going to pick some of it up because as you can tell, other side is nowhere near as intense. That went all over me. It's all over the floor. And to blend it down, I'm going to be using the Stila Magnificent Metals and I'm going to kind of just press it over top and blend it in with everything else. And as you can see now, it doesn't look as like crazy and obvious. Whilst the top is all drying, I'm going to be using this Elizabeth Arden Beautiful Color Eyeliner in 06 Midnight. And it's a dark navy blue liner. And I'm going to pop that along my waterline. And then I'm going to tightline with it as well. And then just to get the inner corner, I'm going to use this sample of the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner part. So going back up to the top, we're going to be doing this like cut crease line, this kind of gold line. I'm going to be using the NYX Glam Liner in Aqua Luxe. And the colour is called 04 Glam 24 Carat. So I'm going to be popping it kind of like in the center. Let's add some mascara. I'm going to be using the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. So I thought we should add some lashes. I've got some from my kit. This is the Eyelure Texture in 117. And So I'm just going to very quickly measure it. The glue that I'm going to use today, I'm actually changing it up for once. This is the, same brand though. This is the Duo Lash Glue. This is their brush on adhesive with vitamins. Applying lashes. Can't do it on screen, I'm sorry. Alright, lashes are on. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara. So if you're wondering what the little tool I use to apply my lashes with is like tweezer scissors. They're totally blunt at the top there. I used this on my lips. This is the Maybelline Super Matte in 07 Amazonians. This is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I hope it was at least fun for you guys to watch, or at least informative, and I'm really happy with it. I'm really proud of how the look came out. I think it's definitely very unique. It's very pretty and it's very on trend with what's happening at the moment. I'm off to go to training and yeah, have an amazing one. Mwah. Bye guys.